course, this is Captain Fruit reporting for duty, and today I'm going to be doing another episode of Comic Pron. It's only me, though, because when my partners in crime, they're both actually spending the night at a friend's house, so I don't have the American Dream doing this with me, or Little Frugal, so it's just me. But it's a great opportunity because I have the house to myself. It's quiet and it's rainy mess outside. I can't be doing work that I had planned for today outside. But I've been needing to get into doing more comic videos anyway. So back to another issue of Comic Pron here. Another episode, if you will. And we're going to start with the Mighty Thor, issue 422 from 1990. You look at this cover here from the Black Galaxy Saga. Ron Friend's work, absolutely wonderful. We got the High Evolutionary in the back. Look at that. Who is this guy? Who is it? But, it's not a bad cover. Pretty good. You look at it, it's like you could tell Thor's got some interest there. Something's going on. Pretty darn cool cover back from when they were $1. What makes me sad is I think Ron Friends, he did get some notoriety and attention, but he never got enough attention, I think, for his work. He just did some fantastic artwork on a lot of the books that he's done. I loved his work on Thor. He was absolutely great when he was paired with Tom DeFalco. There's some good detail. You gotta understand the coloring techniques and things at the time. He did a really amazing job. And I really liked his Thor. Oh, look at this. Wrath of the Black Manta. If you've ever played that game, let me know in the comments. That's an NES game. That's one of the cool things about when we do Comic Pron and stuff. We get to have like a time capsule. We get to go back in the past. We have Narc. No one had the guts until now. I didn't think that was a very good Nintendo port, but that's my opinion. See, look at this. More great Ron Friends artwork. It's hard to not break open a great comic book and just look at it as a time capsule of the time. Look at that. The console wars. That was when the Sega Genesis came out and Nintendo hadn't released the Super Nintendo yet. And so they were trying to use all that power. And the Nintendo just had great games. It really did. That's one of the reasons it stood the test of time. But look at this. Here's something I wanted to point out, though. East Coast Comics. I used to use this as a business. So anyway, and I'll explain how. This is before the internet and ordering online and things like that. You couldn't look them up. So you had these things like this, which have a bunch of issues all in there. And you have to excuse me, I'm trying to have the camera in a certain way, and it would tell how much they are. And what I would do is I would take large orders. I was a secondary comic book dealer, and I would take large orders. I'd go around all these people, make the orders, and then I'd buy them all in bulk, and I'd resell them for a little bit more. So it was like I was a comic reseller in that way, and I would deliver them to all the people that wanted them. It worked out as a pretty good business for a while. I made some good money until I decided to leave the comic book industry business there. Let's zoom in here. Look at this. Look at that artwork on the Thor there. I love it. Ron Friends, definitely underrated. So there we go. That's the first issue we wanted to look at a little bit here. Pretty darn cool. Okay, so now let's move on to the next issue, shall we? All right, the next one. Here we are here. There we are. Issue 423. So we looked at 422. Here's 423, the next part. The classic showing the heads of the characters that were going to be in there. The day of their return. Look at that. Thor through the hammer. I think, you couldn't put it directly in the front because it probably wouldn't have looked right. But it definitely show the power. Let's look at Thor's face here. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. There we go. That's some great artwork. I love it. Good job, Ron Friends. Absolutely amazing. Wonderful. Let's turn into some more pages here. Look at that. Great. Right at the start, we have another video game. We always had tons of Nintendo video game advertisements in these. And we have Viper for the NES. If you ever played Viper from Capcom, it's a Capcom game, so it's probably pretty good. You know what? I don't think I've ever played that one. I might have to check that out. I don't think I have it. I don't know. I'll have to look. This is a splash page that I really wanted to give some attention to. And I'm going to try to open it up here because this is... look at this splash page. Let's zoom in a little bit. Look at the detail on this thing. All the characters. Man, Ron Friends never got enough credit. I'm a huge Ron Friends fan. I think it's obvious. Ron Lim, I tend to like his work too. Here's another Narc advertisement, by the way. Here we go. Hercules. I love Hercules and Thor. I'm a big Hercules fan. I don't think that character gets enough attention. I know I sound like a broken record right now. But, look at the detail here. Absolutely excellent work. I'm going to switch here a couple pages here. I want to go to this page. Look at that. There we go. Look at that. That is really cool. Really great work. Good job, Ron Friends. I'm going to go back here. There we are. Look at that. Baseball card, or football cards, Never was a big card collector like that. I have some Marvel cards. This is back when you would subscribe that way, but you still can do, right? But that's actually when you get a decent deal. But unfortunately, I never had a whole lot of luck with them coming in the greatest shape. They're too often too beat up. And now here's some game advertisements. That's great. We have Snake's Revenge. Yes, Metal Gear. Who would have thought, right? For the NES. And Super C. I beat Super C. I remember my brother and I spending hours on Super C together, practicing and getting good, because we beat it without the 30 live code. Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA start. By the way, if it's 2 players, it's up, up, down, down, left, right, BA select start for the 2 players. Yes, we would practice with the 30, but then when we got serious, we'd take that 30 off and we'd beat that game legit, and that was just absolutely awesome. All right, look at the back there. Vampires, ghosts, and things that go bump in the night. Awesome. So there we go. That is issue 423 of Thor. Now, I'm missing a couple issues. I like to buy them in groups and things like that, but I'm missing a few issues between the next one. So after 423, the next issue I have is 429, so I have some gaps. But this is cool. Look at this. And these pages stalks the Ghost Rider, the Mighty Thor. And you have to have this issue. I mean, Thor versus Juggernaut. How could you not want this issue? That cover just says there is going to be a throwdown here. There's going to be an awesome fight. When I seen this on the shelf, I didn't buy this one in bulk. I bought this from a comic store, and I remember when I seen that, I was like, oh, crap, it's going down. And so I bought that. I made sure I bought that. So here we go. The world is mine. What a start. I mean, and by the way, you get your cereal here, your Cocoa Puffs. Not a big cereal eater, but that's all right. That's just, I mean, this issue screams there's some stuff that's going down. Look at, we got some members of Excalibur there. You can see here so you can see it a little bit better. Up there, Captain Britain and all. Pretty cool stuff. Once again, I absolutely love the artwork. We have Shadowcat. What's not to like in this issue? We have the Wrecking Crew. That's another group I love watching Thor fight. Watching or reading about Thor fighting is the Wrecking Crew. Let's wreck the Wrecking Crew. And hey, you know what? Get some Capri Sun while you're at it. Yes, drink your Capri Sun and read your comic book. Which, you know, we still have Capri Sun. But absolutely excellent work here. I love these panels down here at the bottom. Look at that. You know, serious crap is going to go down. Look at that. They both look like we are going to have a fight. And, I mean, you can just see there is some crap that's going to happen. This book is amazing. This was absolutely a fantastic throwdown issue, by the way. If you don't have it, wow, this is one that I say you need to get. Look at that. I mean, holy crap. I don't want to show too much because you need to get this issue. If you don't have it, go to your back issues, get it. It shouldn't be that expensive. It's just amazing. So there we go. There's the 3 issues. So let me put them out here because we got to do this in true comic Pron fashion here. Okay. We have issues. Yes, we have issues. We have issues 422. We have issue 423 and issue 429. So there we go. Those 3 issues are our choices. If you went to the comic shop and you could only buy one issue, which one would you get? But before I tell you which one I would get, if you don't mind, help support this channel, make sure you hit like, subscribe. Just putting your answer in the comments is a huge help for this. What is your choice? Put that answer. It's going to help get the views. Give this video a thumbs up if you'd like. I'd appreciate that. So let me know what issue. And on top of that, if you find that you're in a good place and this channel you think is worthy of it, you can help by joining our Patreon or Subscribe Star for as little as $1. Or we even have a link down there that you can do a one-time donation. Or if you really like the channel, there is Frugal Force merch. And I will say thank you to everybody last year that purchased Frugal Force merch. That really does help the channel too as well. And you get something out of it, like a clock. You can get a coffee mug. I know the prices are a little expensive. I know that. I put them as low as they allow. Alright, so for my choice here, I am definitely going to have to go with 429. When I seen 429, I had to pull that off of the shelf and buy it. I absolutely had to have it. So once again, I'd love to know your choice, and so please let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your time. And until next time, keep it frugal. Thanks for sticking with me through this. If you don't mind and you enjoy videos like this, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe. And even bigger, hit that notifications bell because evidently that means a lot. Also, if you find yourself in the position that you can help the channel and you want to, you say, hey, I like this stuff. If you don't mind, go down to the info bar down below. We have a link for our Patreon, which you can join our Patreon for as little as $1 a month, which gets you special posts that are only for the patrons. So sometimes I do Frugal Force videos that are patron only, or special versions of videos. I also do random Frugal Force giveaways where I just take a random person out there with a random number generator. It selects who it is, and I send them stuff, whether it be games or comic books or both, whoever knows. And sometimes I even just ask you guys questions or shoot up a message, and I greatly appreciate you checking those out. Also, if you find that maybe that's not for you, you don't like Patreon, we have it in the info bar as well, a Streamlabs link there where you can click on that and just give a one-time donation, and that helps the channel. All those proceeds are going right back into the channel to help Little Frugal and I and his sister, the American Dream, my wonderful little girl, and our family continue to have fun doing this and sharing this with you. All right, thank you very much. Thank you, subscribers. Thank you for all the ones who have stuck it out with me this long, and all the new ones that have joined on too. Thank you. We greatly appreciate it. And don't be afraid to leave a message in the comments section too. We love to read them. All right, thanks, and until next time, keep it frugal.